So part 2 of the video, I ended with showing you that this class is coming up on the left side because it has not been taken by that class period yet, but these classes have the feedback from answering that question. So the next step, now that I've added that question into the new class period, which, sorry to backtrack, when you want to create a new question, you just click on new question, and you could do true, false, which obviously then just fills that in for you, and you could also do up to 4 multiple choice. Just make sure you click 1 correct answer. You could do 2 if you wanted to give, if there are multiple answers. You can do save and create new if you are making numerous questions. I'm just making one right now. One thing that a lot of teachers forget to do is to add to the queue. So again, I'm going to add that to my FM Tech class, and as long as it shows up there, you are good. To show your question on your projector screen for the students to be able to see and vote. If you notice here, it's saying the 2 questions that I have in that class period. You can always check again from clicking on classes, going to that specific class. Oh, no, I apologize. That is incorrect. From here, I apologize. And then clicking on your Akron, clicking on my Akron Tech class, I can see the questions that come up there. When I'm ready to show my class, I need to click on Live View. So because the next step then takes place on the on your device, you log into the app on your, you open, sorry, the steps are right here. Open the Plickers app on your device, and you select your class. This is exactly what shows up on the app. So you go to classes and you click on your class, and that's when you can see your questions in your queue. And when you click on classes, and when you get to the question you want, you click on that, and it'll give you the option for live view. And when you do live view, your question comes up on your to project on your screen. It'll stay saying live view like this until they connect, and your live view will it'll post the question on the board so the kids can see it, and then it will show you. I'm gonna go back to here, as you can see. It'll have the students' names, and they turn green when their card has been scanned with the right answer, and it'll show red when the students have been documented with the incorrect answer. On your computer screen that is being projected for the students to see, it's the question, a list of their names, and then you'll just, or they will just see a check mark once their card has been scanned. You do have the ability as a student to change your answer. The student just has to tell you, they have to raise their hand and just tell you that they have changed their answer and they need to be rescanned. And it will change, say they answered C and they switched their answer to A, you will see that change. You'll see if there's 20 people who answered C, you'll see that change drop from 9 to 19, and then adding 1 to the A answer. So students aren't getting to vote more than, or answer a question more than once. Their first answer is then taken out and replaced. So You don't get any skewed data with more answers than students you have in your class, which is definitely helpful. Once the students have all been scanned in, one of the things that I like about the program is that once they've been scanned in, you can hide the correct answer and just show the students. You can hide the answers from the students altogether, and then you have to click submit. And then once you submit, a bar graph will pop up. And when that bar graph pops up, you have the ability from your device to either show them the answers or hide the correct answer until you've discussed. I tend to do that when the students are all across the board. If they all answer the question correctly, then I reveal the right answer and we move on to the next one. But if the students have are debating or divided between the class between two answers, we discuss it, and sometimes you can let them revote if you'd like to, or you can clear all of the data and you can have them revote once you've discussed, or you can reveal the correct answer on the board once you've discussed. But I do enjoy holding off on posting the answer right away to kind of create a dialogue in the classroom about appropriate responses and what the misconceptions were with the wrong answer. Once you have your data, this is what comes up on the screen too, like I was saying, the bar graph. Once you have your data in, it collects everything for you. It tells you the data you guys took those questions, the percentage of students who got the answer correctly, and it also links it to your class period. You can filter by which class period you want. If I only want my first period answers, I can then scroll through all of the questions that my first period kiddos have answered. And that data stays in there until you decide you want to delete. You can also get score sheets, and with score sheets you can apply specific dates for when they have tested. And with this, it tells you exactly how every student answered the questions in between that date range. And it gives you your total percentage for the student, and then it also, of course, gives you the percentage of what that question ranked overall. So that is definitely a good tool to track grades if you're counting it for points. It also is helpful with like item analysis if you're strategically creating your options. You can figure out the misconceptions that students are having. And like I mentioned earlier, this can really be used with any grade level, in any subject. It's very easy to use. You don't have to 100% rely on a large amount of technology. It's one device. I downloaded it on my phone. I have an Apple phone. You don't have to have an Apple product to use it. Any smartphone has the app to download. So it's nice that if the Wi-Fi is not working in the school building, we have that opportunity to continue on with my lesson. I don't have to restructure all of my plans. You can add up to 63 students per class. You also have the ability to include images in your questions.